Welcome back to Where Rovers Walk. It all comes down to this 90 minutes in Sheffield, and Blackburn Rovers can do the unthinkable, resurrected after Easter, just like Jesus Christ himself, back in the playoffs. Welcome back, Harry, Mark, Jason, and Tom. And who'd have thought, Harry, we'd be sat here after all them string of defeats, and it's still possible. How's the nerves?
I can't believe they keep doing it to us. It's generally you let them build your hopes up just for them to crush it back down again, just for them to bring it back up again, and you know they're going to crush it back down again. No, it's really exciting to be involved going into the last day. I think the atmosphere going in at Sheffield United will be really exciting. I think it's quite a weird situation where we can almost go into the game with no expectations, but just with a lot of hope. Like, I don't really think any Blackburn fan can realistically think that we should really be getting playoffs. We need too much to go our way. Yes, there are reasonable things to happen. Could Millwall lose to Burnley? Yeah. Could Coventry lose to Middlesbrough? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, the most difficult thing for us is going to Sheffield United and walking away with a win. You know, they're still one of the best teams in the league. I know they've had a bit of a shaky run, but they've got some really quality players. It's going to be really difficult, but it's really exciting to be involved. And I think we just need to focus on not getting too distracted by everything going on the final day. Just do our bit and hope that things fall into place for us.
Well, we had a chat with our Sheffield United fans earlier this week, and I'll give you their news on what sort of things Wilder's going to do in that game in a second, which might excite you. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Right, Mark. When the second goal went in against Watford, that stadium erupted. We've not seen it erupt all season, perhaps except for that goal against that lot. You're on your feet. We'd all bitten them off. Including even yourself, and you've been the most positive Blackburn fan on here all year. Are you believing again, or like Harry, are you very much kind of, well, we've been here before, it ain't going to happen?
Honestly, I've no idea now. I feel like I've been saying different things week in, week out since we've been doing these, and it's been such a roller coaster journey of a season. I've never known anything like it. 2 weeks ago, I was on here saying it was done and dusted. So just to be in this position now, and obviously given the scoreline at the moment with Bristol City tonight as well, you think, again, it is the hope. But like Harry's just said, just to be involved going into the last game, something to play for. We've got to rely on other results, of course we do, but we can only do our job. If we win on Saturday, then we'll see where it takes us. But yeah, the atmosphere on Saturday, and like you said, when that second goal went in, and even the players, there was just this it was, hold on, something could really happen here kind of thing now. And it's going to be a bit of I feel this week's going to drag now, because we just want Saturday to come and one way or another just get it over and done with kind of thing. But I'm emotionally done in with Rovers this season, I must admit.
Jason, might it be the only time you celebrate a Josh Brownhill 90th minute winner?
I don't think I'd celebrate it. I'd probably inside maybe, but I couldn't show it. I just couldn't. There's nothing they could do that would make me jump for joy.
Oh, come on. If it wins them the title and it sends you to the playoffs, come on.
All right, then. Stop trying to make me do it. You realise anything I say now is in history forever, and I'm trying to not say it. Can I just say as well, Mark, you wouldn't nail yourself down then. Do you want me to read the WhatsApp messages for while you're at the game on Saturday? Unbelievable, we're going up. Do you want me to read them out? Got carried away at the game, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think I'm going to say that I fancy us to get in the playoffs. I think it's more likely to happen than not. I'm going to say it. I think Coventry are struggling. The pressure's getting to them. Bristol City, although their result will affect it, we don't need Bristol City to lose or draw to get in there. If Coventry lose and if I draw or lose and we win, I think Millwall are not going to win at Burnley when the title's on the line. It's just not going to happen. Not the form Burnley are in. I think Bristol City will beat Preston, so I think we've got to count them out. It's on Coventry, Borough, and Millwall for me, but I can't see Millwall getting a result at Burnley. I just can't. I don't know what you're going to tell me the Sheffield United fans said, but I'm expecting them to rest players. Any team should when they guarantee playoffs, because obviously they're the big games. So, but we'll see. I think we've got.
Cheers, Jason. Yeah, we'll come on to that. So the Sheffield United fans essentially said there's no way Hamer's starting that game, who's just won EFL Player of the Year, which I can't believe is right. They're going to be resting key players. Beck is probably Peck is going to be probably going to be rested as well. So Tom, they're going to give you a chance.
Do you know what? About 4 weeks ago, in my basket on booking.com, I had a Wembley hotel lined up and I was going to pull the trigger. And then my wife said to me, don't be so stupid because it's going to all go Pete Tong as it does every single year. And you know what? I regret it so much because I'm so positive with these lads. And I'll try my best to see the positive in every single game. And I've been saying it for weeks. I've just got a feeling something's going to happen. And then I don't know what it is. Ishmael's got us playing. We're more direct. The high press, they're aggressive. They're winning the ball back, giving the players in the opposition no time on the ball. The game suits a hash down to a T. Dolan's been a revelation. And as Jason just said, I really think that it's going to go our way. And we haven't been in the playoffs ever in the last 12 years, 13 years. I just really hope it's not like a Ben Brereton 3-2 winner for Sheffield United, which would be so classic Rovers if it happened. But yeah, I really do think that there could be a lot of twists and turns come Saturday. But if all goes well, I've got a real good feeling that this can happen, because all it takes is that one team to hit form at the right time. And as I was saying to the boys at the end of the day, it reminds me of like when Blackpool snuck in 2010. They were written off the whole season. And then out of nowhere, they put this run of results together, got into the playoffs, finishing 6th, and then went up and had a right good go the following season, albeit going down. But I think it's just exciting to be there again. I'm not thinking, oh, God, we could go down this year. But there's a real chance we could get top 6. So I'm really quite excited for the weekend. Okay.
There's that crazy stat as well, Harry, isn't it? That of all the teams in the top 3 divisions, there's only one that haven't played at the new Wembley. Yeah. That is of course you guys. Right. The Watford game, Harry, sum it up for us briefly if you can in terms of players who impressed. I've got some social media takes in a second.
I was really impressed by the general fight back, to be honest. The fact that going a goal down often kills Rovers, but the second half we came back fighting. We showed that we weren't good done. We weren't going to just lie down and let this playoff dream die overnight. And when the fans got behind it was a really good atmosphere in a while. I thought Cantwell really impressed. I know he got man of the match. That's the Cantwell that we really want to see a bit more of. Likewise, Dolan for the past month, I'd say I'm one of Dolan's biggest criticisers, but I think he's really shown why Blackburn should be looking to keep him next season. And I think the defence has been a real big part of this season. Essentially, the sentinel two, Danny Bart and Dom Hyam. Just when we're holding on to that win with a few minutes to go, and Ishmael's gone a bit more defensive. He's brought Sanderson on. Just those 3 at the back, getting their head on it, getting a foot on anything, just making sure we got that result over the line. I can't say I'm as confident as the other lads are going into Saturday, but I think those strong foundations are a really positive aspect. If we are going to be successful, that's something that we're going to build on.
Okay. Let's look at this tweet, Mark. I want to get your view on this one. Kyle says, I think Val knows his best 11 now. This team has an identity now. And this next line, Mark, I want to get your view on. One that looks better than what I saw under Eustace. Hashi is definitely the one to lead the line, as the guys have said. Much more consistent and better work rate than Guy. It's great to have something to play for on the last day. That bit about better than what I saw under Eustace, I mean, I just fell off my chair reading that, given what we've been aware for last month. Is it? Identity, is it better?
I can't say it's better. I think it's different, like any other new manager, new coach that comes in. I think we've spoken over the last few weeks. Obviously, when Ishmael come in, he's coming at a really difficult time, right, the club were doing well, but you don't normally take a club that's over a club that's in the top 6. And I know he said he didn't really want to, mess things about too much and change things too much. But as a head coach or a manager, you've got to stamp your own identity on things. And I think, obviously, the first few games, for whatever reason, obviously, I think the players were just in complete shock of events that have happened. But looking at it over this last few games now, and this last month, again, the players seem to have bought into what this guy wants. It's different. We're a bit more direct. I think we're a bit more on that front foot. I think the midfield's getting forward a bit better. I think where Eustace obviously was a bit more cautious, but whether to say it's better or not, I think it's difficult to say. And again, this guy needs the summer to again get his own players in and looking at the squad on Saturday and some of the players that were left out. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 departures as well. So yeah, it's different, but obviously I think again the play, it's something since the Sheffield Wednesday game second half, the penny seems to have dropped.
Yeah, 2-0 down, some half time.
Yeah.
That wasn't it?
That was the turning point. Yeah,
4 in a row. Cheers for that, Mark. Tommy says, no matter what happens on the last day, these players have done me proud this season. They've worked their socks off these last few weeks and been a credit to the club. Give it absolutely everything and keep doing us proud. Up the effing Rovers. Jason, do you agree with that? Whatever happens against Sheffield United this Saturday lunchtime, this is a season you can be proud of. Does it excite you for next season?
Yeah. I saw a ridiculous tweet the other day, yesterday, I think it was, that this season has been nothing to be proud of, but suddenly it might finish and got us something. And I think we've had a decent season. We've just had a dip. But I don't think the players have ever been the ones where the fans' discontent's been aimed at. I think even the times, when it was dark, when we were losing every game, it was all focused on the board and the owners. It wasn't focused on the players. The fans were still staying after games, at home games, clapping the team. So I don't think, I am proud of the player. The fact that the reason our playoff pushes died off and come back is because of the fight they have in them. It's the fact that they have tried their best to buy into what Ismail brings through difficult times. It's took them a while, but they seem to do it now. We look so good going forward at the moment. We look dangerous.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is down to using our strengths, and our strengths is our wingers. We have very good wingers, paces, skillful wingers who can cross the ball, and we are using it. Edges, I've never seen Edges look as positive in my life as a player. We've spoke on this pod so many times about him looking so defensive as a winger. He now looks like a winger. And that's got to be Ismail and the way he's telling him to play.
Yeah.
So, I'll be proud of them no matter what happens. The fact is they're keeping the dream alive, nobody else. So, yeah.
Okay. It's a sellout, of course, I believe, at Sheffield on Saturday, which is great for the travelling supporters. We're going to ask you all for your favourite away trip this in a second. Just to finish off the Watford game, though, Tom, Harry mentioned Cantwell. Man of the match. He's not really had many of them since he signed. Davis says his best performance to date. The tracking back from him in that game against Watford was unreal. Do you agree? Was that the best you've seen of him so far in a Rovers shirt?
Yeah, I think Cantwell, he always speaks ever so well after games, and he's an intelligent footballer, and he was the only real marquee signing we've had in the last couple of seasons. So we had high hopes for him because we all know he has bags of ability. Under John Eustace at the start of the season, he kind of hit the ground running, and we all thought, wow, we've got some player here. And for whatever reason, his form just dipped, and he wasn't always guaranteed a starting position in the team. But the way Ishmael's come in, and I think now all the players as a cohesive unit are buying into what he's trying to tell them to do, it suits Cantwell. He's playing in that kind of 10 role and out wide, and he's really kind of dictating the play. And as Harry touched upon earlier, I think him and Dolan have been absolutely brilliant. And the goal he scored, that is the goal scored by a confident player, because 3 or 4 weeks ago, he would have mishit that, he'd have hit it wide, it would have gone over the bar. To run onto that ball at that speed hit it on the volley like that to keep it down was a real credit to his ability to do that. And I think Cantwell will be a huge player for us moving forward, and he's the sort of player that we need to, really look to as being a leader in that team. Because obviously having the defensive stability of Tronstone and Travis, and then you have, as Jason just said, the wide players plus Cantwell and Ohashi who are really buying into this new way of playing. I think, Cantwell is now beginning to show the Cantwell that we knew he could be.
Brilliant. Right, we shall leave the Watford game there then. Good luck against Sheffield United. A couple of little bits and pieces we're also asking this week. Kits, over the summer, the new kits will be out. I think the pink one, Harry, has divided the fan base. Is it fair to say that this season? I mean, if you're a fan, what colour would you prefer the away kit to be next season?
I'm always the fan of when we do a yellow kit. I think we've had a good couple of yellow kits over the years. Going back to, I think it was the iconic, was it the 92 season? We had the yellow kit for the promotion. Yellow always goes down well. Has a good chant that goes with it as well. I think that's yellow for me.
Okay, Mark, we kind of the classic red and black has been there this season. Yeah. What colour for you?
Yeah, I mean, I love the black and red, and obviously this season, obviously with it being the 30th year anniversary of winning the Premier League, it had to be this for this season. Kind of what Harry says, I do like the all yellow. So again, I don't know. Obviously, it's the 150th anniversary of the club next season, so I am expecting two really decent kits and old school kits, I think. Okay. So, but yellow, I think, yeah.
It's a time of year where we get some fans putting stuff together. Tom, you found this one, didn't you?
Well, I actually made this one.
Beg your pardon. Right, there you go.
Yeah, I made this one. I was having a little play around thinking, we've never had a purple kit before, and I just thought it's something a bit different. And ignore the Champions League sleeve.
Yeah,
but I think, by skill and hard work, as I'll take the ball across the middle of it. The little star to represent me on the Premier League at one time, the subtle swirling on the bottom. I just thought it's something a bit different. And I think I was a huge fan of the pink kit this year, being very unique and original. So I think something that's going to stand out from the rest of the crowd, I think something like that. I mean, I don't know what you boys think, but I think it's quite cool.
Nice. Is it not too close to Burnley colours?
Oh, see, I hadn't even thought of that. Now it's claret. No way. No, it's different.
There was claret on them sleeves, Tom. There was claret on them sleeves.
A bit clarity.
Yeah, I don't like the swirls. There's too much homage to Venkis in the Indian heritage there. It's a bit Indian style, but I like the purple. I do like purple.
I like the Champions League badges, definitely.
Your favourite bit.
Just a quick one, not very highbrow this conversation. A badge in the centre. Are we a fan of it? Norwich were talking about this. Potentially they're going to put that on their home shirt, the badge in the centre. Jason, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm away, not on an home. I like more of an older style home kit. So yeah, on and away, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Harry?
As long as it's all central aligned, as long as if that's there, then that is there, then that just looks good. If you keep it all central, then I think it looks smart.
All right, good stuff. Right then, let's get your favourite away trip of the season. You've nearly between you done many miles and seen many of them. So what's been your favourite? Just to round off this episode, Mark, kick this off for us. It doesn't have to be one you've won. It could just be your favourite performance or trip.
Yeah, I think just one that stands out, just purely because of obviously scoring right at the death at Ellen Road to get a point. Danny Bath, that 1-1, 94th minute equaliser. Because I think we conceded right at the end as well. So I think we'd gone 1-0 down, game over, and then we up the other end of the pitch and rescued a point. So I think that was a good highlight of an away day this season.
Tom?
For me, probably Cardiff away. We scored some terrific goals in that game. Ryman's got 2. And it was almost like, and that was the first game of the run of 6 games unbeaten after we'd gone 4 games, having lost 3 before that, and went on a 6-game unbeaten run. Played really, really well in that game. Some terrific football being played. So yeah, for me, probably Cardiff away when we won 3-1.
Jason?
Burnley away, we should have won. We did enough to win. We scored 2 perfectly good goals. We should have won. Got robbed of it. Great performance. Didn't see it coming. Expected to get battered. So I'll go Burnley away.
Good shout. Harry?
I'm going to say West Brom away. It was a bit of a playoff 6-pointer at the time. Eustace had just left. I think everyone was a bit low. And we went there and played really well, scored a couple of good goals and beat them. It sort of reinforced the idea that no one man is bigger than the club, and whilst people come and go, football's always going to have highs and lows, and you always come back. So yeah, that was a really good away performance for me at West Brom.
It's what we needed at the time as well, wasn't it? It was it's a good choice, that, to be fair.
Yeah, good shouts.
Yeah, some great shouts in there. Let us know in the comments whether they've missed anything. Enjoy your trip to Sheffield. One more of these to go. We'll see you back here, hopefully all next week, to look back on this, and maybe not. Maybe there's another two times I need you back here to look ahead.
Man's made up, boys.
Blackburn at Wembley. Never thought it. Right. See you then. Have a good one. Enjoy the trip to Sheffield.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.